So this is 2020 MC 10A problem 11. What is the median of the following list of 4040 numbers? From 1 to 2020 and from 1 squared to 2020 squared. There are 5 options here, and the options are really close, so we have to be really careful to not get 1 off or 2 off. Because if we get 1 off or 2 off, we're just going to get the answer entirely wrong. So let's just start by finding, so how do we find the median? We need to find the middle numbers, the average, the middle numbers. Then since there's an even number of numbers, there are 2 middle numbers. We find the average of those. So the 2020th and the 2021st number, the average of that is our median. So this is our answer. Okay, so how do we find these 2 numbers? We have to order the sequence first from least to most, right? So let's just try ordering it then. 1 squared, 2, 3, 4, 2 squared, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 squared, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, etc. Now there isn't really a clear pattern over here. Well, maybe there is, but not really clear to me. So we should probably start by counting in some other way. So for example, we can order this backwards to forwards. So 2020 squared is the last number. It's like definitely the largest, right? 2019 squared, and then 2018 squared, and then 2017 squared. We realize that all these numbers are gonna be the square numbers because 2020 is pretty small compared to 2020 squared, or even 2017 squared, right? Or even 2000 squared. 2020 is just really small compared to these large numbers. So the first certain amount of numbers are square numbers. So how much numbers from counting from the 4040th number are square numbers? We realize that 45 squared is the last number that is a square number that is larger than 2020. Because 45 squared is 2025. So the next number after 45 squared will be 2020, then 2019, etc. until 1, right? And 2. So how much numbers are here then? We know that 2020 minus 45 plus 1 is, so 2020 minus 45 plus 1 is 1976. We have 1,976 numbers over here. So there are that much numbers from 45 squared to 2020 squared. We want to know the position of 45 squared, however, in the whole sequence, because we want to find the numbers of position at 2020th and 2021st numbers. So we want to find the position of this. We know that the position of 2020 squared is 4,000, the 4040th number, because this is just the last number. So by moving backwards, we want to jump back, and our position will shift as we jump back, right? For example, if I wanted to find the position of 2018 squared if I wanted to find the position of 2018 squared, all I have to do is realize that I have to jump back twice from the 4040th number to get to 2018 squared. So 1, 2, meaning that we subtract this number by 2, and this is the 4038th number. Now, how do we find the number of jumps that we need to get from 2020 squared to 45 squared? We realize here that we have 3 numbers, right? There are 3 numbers here, and we need to make 2 jumps. And we can generalize this, meaning that if we have 1,976 numbers, we need 1,975 jumps. So our position goes from 4040 to minus 1,975. So 45 squared is the 2,000 and so 45 squared is the 2,065th number. So if this is the 2065th number, we're actually pretty close to what we want, because we want the 2020th number and 2021st number. So compared to when we started, we're actually pretty close. We're only like 40-something numbers away. So you can actually write this out if you're really, really stuck. But right now we don't want to because we still have time, and I guess we just want to show off our math skills. So essentially, realize that so we want to find out, in this sequence, there's obviously going to be still 44 more square numbers. So where is 44 squared placed? 44 squared is 1936, meaning that it's placed after or before 1936 in the sequence of 1 to 2020. So we want to find the position of. So we want to find is 44 squared included? Is 44 squared before or after the 2020th number? If it's after, we have to do some extra work. If it's before, then chill. So we know that 2020 is the 2064th number, right? Because the number after that is the 2065th number. So from 2020 to 1936, 2020 minus 1936, how much jumps do we need to get from 2020 to 1936? Well, we need 84 jumps. And honestly, when you subtract 2064, so we subtract 84 from 2064, you get 1980, which is before our median numbers. So we don't have to worry about any square numbers disturbing our calculations. We only have plain integers here. So we can just start counting. We know that 2020 is the 2064th number. We want to get to the 2020 number. So how much jumps is that? That's 44 jumps. So we have to go back 44 places then. 2020, the actual number, minus 44 is 1976. So this is the 2020th number, meaning that the 2021st number is 1977. So we take the average of that, that's just 1976.5, which is C. So thanks for watching, bye!